Marcin Tybura and Alexandr Romanov in the UFC heavyweight division. Now, these are two heavyweight fighters that, in my opinion, could be like a mid-heavyweight. Like, if there was ever a chance of the UFC adding a new weight class between 205, maybe make it right around 235, 240 pounds, these guys would be it, because they're not guys that are cutting down to the heavyweight limit. They're not guys that are just really, really small where, they could possibly make 205. They're just right in the middle of that heavyweight division. They're kind of small for the division, but they're very, very good on the ground. Both Alexandr Romanov and Marcin Tybura are some of the best wrestlers and grapplers in this heavyweight division, maybe besides like I would say Curtis Blades, Tom Aspinall, guys like that. But other than that, these two guys are some very, very legit ground opponents in the heavyweight division. And Alexandr Romanov is in his prime at the moment, 31 and a half years old. He's a little bit less in terms of height and in terms of reach, but in terms of strength, in terms of explosiveness, raw speed, in terms of the wrestling, the grappling, the ground and pound, the submission skills, it's all going Alexandr Romanov. And now, yes, Marcin Tybura does have some pretty decent boxing in the UFC. He's shown some decent boxing and things like that, but usually his game plan is to kind of wear on his opponents, eventually take them down and grind them on the ground with ground and pound and win the fight. That way, not going to happen here. Alexandr Romanov is going to go out there, and for one fight, I think this might go to a decision. I'm going to be honest with you. I can definitely see Romanov going out there, getting a finish like, what is that, 80% of people are saying? Very, very likely to happen in the fight, but this seems like the new versus the old of the UFC heavyweight division. Seems like we're going to see a lot of good wrestling and grappling. Romanov's going to look very good in the first and second round, tire out a little bit towards the end of the fight. Tybura is going to make a little comeback. Prediction here in the heavyweight division, Alexandr Romanov getting what I believe to be his first ever decision win in his whole entire MMA career. It's his second, actually. He got one other decision win against, it was Juan Espino as well. So I think this is going to be the second fight that goes to a decision. I think we're going to see a lot of pressure from Alexandr Romanov, a lot of clinching, a lot of takedown attempts from Alexandr Romanov, but I do believe he'll do enough to win the first two rounds and slightly lose the third and final round. Alexandr Romanov, a possible future champ in the UFC heavyweight division, winning this fight by a unanimous decision.